Yo, what's going on, guys? This is a video about aim assist and how it is going to affect new Season 3, Chapter 3. There's some new weapons that I'm not able to get to yet. Unfortunately, they're not in creative, but we're going to go through all of the old weapons that are still in the game that were reintroduced into the loot pool. So we have things like the lever action shotgun, the prime shotguns back. We have the rapid fire SMG, the silenced SMG or suppressed SMG, whatever it is. We have the ARs, we have the hammer, and we have the DMR still in the game. So we'll look at those, see how their aim assists are, and we're going to compare them to new and old weapons. You might be surprised to learn that not every gun has the same aim assist. Even if it's an SMG, could vary from gun to gun, and we might actually have a buff this season. So let's go check it out. This will be a little bit of a longer video going over all the numbers. So check it out and tell me what you think. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Just let me know what you think of like this whole experiment, and also go check me out on Twitch. I have a really cool community over there, very inviting, so go check me out there. And I do giveaways every single day, 1,000 V-Bucks or more, up to $200. So I'll see you over there. So to start, we're gonna look at a good old tried and true spaz shotgun. So the most interesting guns are going to be the SMGs. We're going to save those for last, but we're going to start with the old school spaz shotgun. So to start, I made this little circle with all these numbers. Sometimes it creative shifts it, so we don't have 55, but it says 5, so we'll know that's 55%. So the idea is you do a full circle and it's going to be 100%. So it depends on like your foot position, so you have to like know like you have to do multiple tests to get like kind of close. If you see like my foot positions are different, you'll actually get different circles, and that came really close. So you have to realize that sometimes like if I do this and then jump, it'll reset the feet a little bit and get me closer, and you'll speed. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but we could get a good estimate of how strong aim assist is by doing this. So just a little word of warning, guys. This is done with DS4 Windows. It's a emulator, so you could use it was originally to like use PlayStation 4 controllers on things that use X input for Windows. It's not a cheating program, but you could use it to cheat technically. So what I'm doing is I set a macro on this button right here. So when I hit it, I do exact perfect circle. That I had a gun out, so I'm getting aim assist, but like you can see, like I'm doing the same thing here. So it's close. I could even adjust my settings a little bit so it'll be a little bit closer. So let's do that. So I'm going to set my look horizontal and vertical speed to 37%, and that should get me pretty close. See, now I'm a little bit under, but every so often it'll be a little under, a little over. That's pretty close for me. So let's work with that. So now we can see the percentage that it changes by how much aim assist is on here. So it's going to slow so if it say it's at 20, I only do 20, let's say 75% of it, we know the speed that you get slowed down at is 75%. If it's 25, we get 25%, or you're at 25% of your speed. So that's how aim assist works. Like, see, I'm fast up here, slow down here. So that's the slowdown effect of aim assist. It's like having another sensitivity when you're on a player, though. So like you get a different sense too on this when you're ADSing. It's gonna go even slower. So like it's always like a little percentage, and we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of more videos eventually if these are successful about what your actual sensitivity is, like the speed that you go could change how strong aim assist is. So, and there's also other different types of aim assist. There's a second type of aim assist that moves the background. You see the background shifting. This is called auto rotation. So it makes you spin a little bit. You can see the background moving. If I take out my pickaxe, the background doesn't spin. It just stays level with me. But gun out now, you could look at the numbers, especially you can see the context of them move, like especially the 5 right there, and it changes distance instead of just like orientation. All right, so let's start with the spaz. The shotguns are all pretty close to aim assist strength from my testing last season. but the SMGs are going to be very much variance with those. We're going to check the combat, the stinger, and then the new ones in the game. So here's the shotgun test 1. And we're getting to about the 52.5% range with that first test. We'll do like 3 just to like kind of get a good point. So it went a little bit under that time, which is fine. So if you really want to be accurate with it, you should take a jump each time you line up on this little dot. This dot's just like a reference point I put in here. So now I'm getting 52.5 again. Watch like how my angle changes a little bit with my feet. Do that. 52.5. We could do a couple. We could do a whole bunch. You even aim like this. Do that. And jumping does change your aim assist. Like if you watch. All right, that didn't work right. If you do it like right when you hit the ground, it does affect it a little bit. So that's it. We're gonna call that 52.5 on average. So there is always a margin of error, so just be ready for that. We're gonna do another turn with this one. So this one went a little bit farther, 55. So that means it's about we'll figure that. We'll figure out the math. So it's a little bit over 52.5. Let's do the jump now. Aim it, make sure it's lined up. See how it shifts? I let go of the right stick and it moved. So there's like little inconsistencies in Fortnite that you have to look out for. So that time it was under 52.5. So this is why you can't look at the numbers and go too crazy. You have to like understand that sometimes it's going to be a little off. And there's going to be like little factors like frame drops and stuff like that might affect your numbers. So you have to do a lot of tests and then just kind of figure out where it's hitting. So you can see I keep changing from here to here. It's a lot less consistent than the pump for whatever reason. So that's something to take into consideration. There could be a programming difference. Look how accurate that one hits that every time. These are the older guns tend to be more accurate with that. So we're little over that time. Let's try a couple more with this gun just because it doesn't see that's lower. For whatever reason this gun is a little inconsistent with its aim assist, which is interesting because I'm putting the same exact speed every single time. There's no human error here. It's all the game doing stuff. So there's the lever action. We'll aim it again, do a jump. Perfect on that green dot. 2.5. So let's try it again. That one I might have hit the button a little too early when I jumped, because that does make a difference sometimes. So let it set a little before it. So now let's try a rarity difference. See if that makes any change. I don't think any of the rarities at this moment change it, but it went a little further that time. I didn't jump. Let's try jumping. Imagine a shotgun has less aim assist with a higher rarity or lower rarity. That would be weird. So far it does seem to be a little bit less strength. So let's do this. Jump up. Went a little further. Just leveled up. Let's go. Level 9. Another jump. That was pretty good. So they're hitting the same pretty much. So that's pretty good. So I think that's pretty conclusive. The one that's really inconsistent is the prime shotgun. They all seem to have like the same aim assist roughly, but the prime for whatever reason, it could be something like you watch when you turn, you move your feet and the speed changes a little bit. So that could be what's doing. Maybe it's something about like the way you hold it changes the outcome. But that time it was perfect. See, that time my feet switch, so I want to do that. About the same. So that's the prime shotgun. Let's try some ARs. So I have a SCAR for like a point of reference. Scoped weapons are a little weird. From what I found with the with the newer guns with the red dots, like the AUG and say the MK, they had a lot less aim assist than these guns. So with the white crosshairs. So we're gonna try hip firing with the, we'll start with the Scar, just so this is a basis of, they didn't adjust the aim assist once they added the new guns for these weapons. So aim assist wasn't changed at the start of chapter 3. It was changed for the new SMGs and then some of the new weapons. So let's try this out. So far it looks a little stronger than the shotguns, but let's take a look at that again. Let's do this a few, like we'll do it 5 times. Oops, a little off center. Let's try to and jump. We're good. In. So now it's looking like it's about the same aim assist. So line it up and jump again. That that's like I was saying, I might have jumped too soon or did it too soon after I jumped. There, perfect. That's what we're looking for. That's like the baseline. So same aim assist. I wouldn't be surprised if the DMR has the same too. So let's see. We'll aim it in, get a nice spot. Let's see. All right, roughly the same for the hip fire. So that's interesting. I don't remember if it was last season. I did do these testings. I didn't make any videos on these because I was kind of in the process of doing stuff. I'm actually helping Roadie Bros figure some things out about settings. That'll be maybe down in the future. Go check out Roadie Bros if you don't know him. I doubt you're here and not know who Roadie Bros is, but it's possible. So let's go one more time with this. And as long as we're within range, if I'm 50 or 55 for like a margin of error, I'm happy with that. These all seem the same. All right, so we'll call those done. All right, so now here's where the interesting stuff happens. This is like from all the complaining and all the stuff that people used to talk about. We know that there were issues like with aim assist and these things. So let's put them in order that I'm gonna use them in. So we want to try out these 3 first, then I'll pick up this one and do the ones that are in the game now. So the P90 has some of the strongest aim assist as far as SMG is concerned. It hasn't been in the game since chapter 3 started, but we're gonna look at it like this. So let's give it a little bit of a movement here. So let's try it out. 52.5. Okay, that's the same aim assist as all the other hip fire guns. Just about there. Always a margin of error. You have to understand that I'm not aiming perfectly at the same pixel every time. So where you aim this might even affect it a little bit. But I try to at least aim it within that square. And even like the crosshair just moved on its own after I let go of the L2 for whatever reason. Even when you line up and take your hand off the right thumbstick, it does that. So we're close enough where I'm happy with it, saying it's about the same aim assist. So now, Stinger was the second SMG added, or the newest SMG added first in chapter 3 season 1. So everybody was saying like aim assist is different, and saying like nobody ever had real proof. Here's the proof. That's not margin of error. 65 we'll call it, as opposed to 52.5. That's a big jump. That means it's making it almost 75% or 70% of the way there. Let's try it again. All right. 65. 35% is all that's left. It's slowing it down by only 35%, while these were slowing it down by 50%. That's pretty crazy. Let's try it one more time. 65. Now, they introduced the combat, but it has recoil so strong, so bad that like you think the aim assist would make up for it. But if we're gonna look at it, let's give it a go. 75. It has only slowed down by 25%. Or I'm making up these numbers on my head. I actually have to do the math for them. They'll post on the screen too. So we'll actually do the actual numbers just bear with me. So let's try it again. Let's make sure there's no error here. 75. Damn it, Sonic. All right, let's try it. Try it again. We'll do a couple of these. I just want to make sure. 75 again. So that's the state of SMGs going into this season. Now we have 2 old SMGs added back. But what's interesting about these is, were they adjusted? Before you watch this part, in the comments below, guys, go check out, go predict, are the old SMGs being added back in, which probably had the same aim assist as the P90? Are they gonna have the same still, or did they adjust them for this new season? Leave your comment, pause the video, and if you get it right, leave a like, or if you get it wrong, leave a like. Either way. All right, so here's the moment of truth, guys. This is whether or not controller is broken for this season. 3, 2, 1. Controller has been buffed. That's right, fellas. 52.5 on the silenced SMG. That means we're back. Let's try it with a blue rapid fire. 52.5. 52.5. All right, let's make sure the gold one's good too. 52.5 and 52 or 55, but you know, can't win them all. There's a margin of error, but it's not a big enough margin of error to show 75 or even 65. So this is big for controller players, guys. We get to, this is definitive proof. There's no oh, it feels worse, it feels like this. We know for a fact that it's 50%, it's about 55% is what aim assist should be. So I think it was, I'm going off some old numbers that I had. I talked to Rody Bros Cole. It's basically like, I think it was, if you call the P90 100% aim assist, because like if you actually like try, if you turn down your aim assist, it'll do something like that. It pretty much the same. It'll be like, let's try it. Actually, we'll go down to aim assist. My aim assist is at 100%. We'll turn it down to 70%. Now I have the P90 out, so it should be less aim assist. Previously 65. So that's the Stinger is a 70% aim assist. And let's turn it down to 50, I think is what the combat was at. 50, yep. So my mind remember that somehow, guys. So what that means is, when we were using these 2 SMGs, the Stinger and the combat SMG, we were getting less aim assist. It's like turning our aim assist down. Now we're back. We got these 2. And they are strong. They're much stronger. They're like the P90. So guys, get your thumbs warmed up. Do a little bit of aim training. Feel free to try this map. It has all the weapons in it that you could think of, pretty much. All the new ones, the new shotgun, and everything except the brand new stuff. I'm gonna update it now. Plenty of room to build around and practice your 90s. I haven't been using this controller, so I'm a little rusty. It's only the PlayStation controllers work with DS4, the other ones don't. We have aim trainers, we have edit course, we have a flick station. There's a little zombie pit over here. Not zombies anymore, it's the like other pits. A place to practice on a bot, a little jump shots, a little bit of impulse shots, tracking, edits to shotgun. No aim assist over here, sniping station. This guy flies in the air. This is a box fight practice map. Well, there's all sorts of stuff in here. We got aim trainers out the butt. So if you guys like this content and want to know more about controller, please drop me a follow. We might call this series controller theory. If you're familiar with Matt Pat from Game Theory, we're gonna call it controller theory. Why the heck not? Maybe as a trademark, then I'll get sued. Maybe not. Anyway, hope you guys have a good night. Let's go check me out on Twitch again. Answer all your controller questions you want there. Also, check out Roadie Bros. I'll be in his chat most of the time, so see him there. And I'll see you guys next time.